Hey guys, so today I want to make a quick little video here comparing iOS 7 on the iPhone 5 versus my Samsung Galaxy S4 here, having of course one of the latest versions of Android available. So this will be some interesting stuff because first of all, iOS has changed a lot with the new version of iOS 7 that you can see over here. First, we do have the lock screen here, which is totally changed. That is how it looks like. On the Galaxy S4 here, we do have the normal screen here with Samsung's own TouchWiz UI on top. Let's see here if we lock it. This is how it looks like. We can quick launch some apps, and then we have the clock widgets up there. We can of course launch all of our notification center up there at the top if we would get a new call or anything. So we just swipe there to unlock. So pretty much similar there. What is different though here is that on the Samsung smartphone over here, we can have different tabs here where we can add both apps and widgets. But on the iPhone with iOS 7, it still works about the same here, that you can't have any widgets on these pages. You can only see your apps. You do have an option here to have 4 apps at the bottom. Of course, you can change these by holding it in and change them. You can also see that in the iOS 7, you can see that they've totally changed the icons. Every single icon here has been remade, and also in the menus, they've also changed that. You can also see that right now when we try to search, when we go to the left side, we can't do that. We need to do a swipe down like that. That's the new way. So there's much here to say. So how is it different compared to Android? So one thing that's different here is of course that in Android we do have a page here with all of our apps and also a page here with all of our widgets that we can quickly toggle and go to, and then we can decide for ourselves if we want apps or widgets on our home screens. We can have them also empty if we would like, while in iOS 7 it is a little bit different, that you still have the apps. You can't hide the apps or anything, especially not the default apps here, so you have a little less freedom over there. Also, if you take a look at the button layout here, or the area here where you will see all your notifications and things, you can see here that iOS 7 has changed this a little bit. So now you have a big calendar here, and you can see it seems like they will be having that available over here. And then I'm not sure, when you get notifications, you'll probably see notification popping up here as well, and maybe you can see missed calls here or missed messages and things. So Apple is trying to make it a little bit simple, but you won't have that super much control in here. Then you have stock section here, and then also you have no events scheduled for tomorrow. So mostly it seems like Apple is trying to have this one focus to show the calendar and your missed notifications, and they really try to keep it minimalistic and try to decide what people would like to see. You can also see that you can see through this one, so you can see at the back here my icons. So you can see that it has a cool, nice, updated effect over there. While it works a little bit different here in Android. So I can also show you here what kind of version of Android that I am having. So I am currently having the latest version of Android 4.2.2. I did install the latest update also. One thing that's different here is when we swipe down here, you have a little bit more of a clear view. Personally, here you will have see all your notifications for different apps, people trying to call you and things. You can also change the brightness here quick, something that I use a ton. And then the most powerful thing here, I think, is that you have so many quick toggles when you quickly want to enable or disable stuff like Wi-Fi, GPS, vibration, sound, screen rotation, Bluetooth, all of these things that you many times just want to quickly toggle, and you even have more if you tap there at the side. Now we can also discuss which one do look the best in terms of its design. I would say that the iOS still looks a little bit more polished here with the font and the cool gradient. It definitely looks a little bit more polished over here. And then also you don't have any quick access in here to settings, but then of course you can just go to the settings app. So you can also see that the settings apps are a little bit different here. You do have some tabs up here at the top on the Samsung phone. They made it a little bit easier compared to earlier. earlier the times when you have tabs here at the top. So quickly, if you want to go to connections, you already are at that tab. My device, if you want to change anything with your device, your account section for all your accounts connected to your phone, and then a more section for some advanced developer stuff and see some storage things and do stuff like that. While Apple still likes to keep it a little bit more simple here, you do have different default apps here. You can go into some quick settings for each one. But then overall, they haven't changed that much. You do have a notification center page here where you can quickly customize exactly what you want to show in there. And also the control center, if you want to be able to have access to that, then you can also do that. You can also see that they have, this one is of course in white here with white background and also updated icons. You can also see that Apple with iOS 7 is a little bit more of a black and white theme, and we don't have that much super cool effects. It looks a little bit more of a cartoonish feeling, and I'm not really sure. I mean, people will get used to this, and I like it how it looks like really colorful and stuff. But I'm really not sure if I think it's a super awesome upgrade compared to the earlier icons that was a little bit more shiny. But it looks nice. It looks nice. We have a lot of apps also that they've updated how they work and stuff, and that's definitely something that I also want to go over a little bit more in probably other videos. Also, if we check out the kind of like the button layout here. If you want to multitask on the iPhone 5 with iOS 7, they also made it very much different here. It made it probably better. First, you do have your app section here on the left side, so you will probably see all of your tabs here, and then you will see all your apps that you have opened up, and you can just simply swipe them to remove, but you can only swipe up. So a little bit like HTC usually have, but a little bit better there. You can also see that, of course, the animations is definitely updated here, and just because this is like iOS 7 is kind of new right now, it's a little bit slow in the menus. But hopefully they will optimize that a little bit more. And of course, it's even slower on earlier versions of the iPhone. So that's of course is a big difference there. Apple still has Siri as well. So if you hold in the voice assistant, what's up? So you can see here in this white and black theme, they also made it, I think it looks a little bit more polished here, and it's a very interesting update there that the Apple have done. Of course, you also can have your voice assistant here with my Samsung smartphone. If I go and enable S-Voice, so I can enable S-Voice to be on when I double tap. What's up? What? So you can still do a lot of things with the S-Voice, but it's probably not as good as Siri. But I do set my alarm sometimes with S-Voice because I like to talk and do that. But it probably is a little bit more polished here on the iPhone 5. If we go into settings area here, I mean, there's so much we can cover. It's really hard to cover everything in one video. We can see here that the multitasking, how it looks like on the S4 is a little bit different here. You can probably see quicker a lot of apps here, which could be nice. I definitely do enjoy that you can quickly close all the apps with one button tap like that. And also the cool thing with the Samsung device here is if we hold in the back key, we can actually have multiple, let's see here. Okay, for some reason it doesn't seem to be working right now for me, maybe because I have disabled it. Let's see here, quick toggle, multi-window. So you can actually multitask here, pretty cool, where you can have two apps open at the same time if you hold in the back key. We also have, if you want to quickly search for something, because we do have multiple buttons here. If you want to search for something on your S4 online, you can just hold in the menu key and there we go. We quickly have Google there. I want to hear your opinions, what you think, if you want to see any specific comparison. I mean, there's a lot of things they've upgraded with iOS, and I definitely do believe this it's an interesting update, and I've been waiting for Apple to do some constant improvements. And one of my favorite features is definitely the animations. I can also show you one thing here that they've updated on the lock screen, is that when you have the lock screen like this, and you can swipe up here, you do actually now get some quick toggles in here, which is a very, very nice addition. You also have your sound there if you do play some sound with like Spotify. I tried it and it works. And also that you do have a quick brightness slider here. Quick access to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, and like sleep mode and rotation. If you do want to rotate, you also have a quick access here to compass, flash, calculator, and the camera. And a lot of different apps has also been updated. I mean, you can definitely see here in the camera app, it's been updated to a different UI here, which I definitely do believe is pretty interesting and probably in the long run will be better. Also, they made something that's pretty cool inside of the Safari browser, which is very, very interesting. Up here at the top side, you can see you only have one simple bar here, search or enter an address, and I've been waiting for that to happen. So definitely this UI looks pretty sick. It seems like they made it so much better, and you can see here also when you have different tabs, it looks like it's going to be extremely sick here. Seems like they copied a little bit of Google Chrome beta, and I do like that, because that tab system is amazing. So that is of course very nice. We can also quickly take a little look here at some things that they have changed. In the brightness and wallpaper app section, you do have 2 new wallpapers here, or maybe actually 3 new wallpapers. And in general, I think that the menus looks really nice that they've updated. It looks a little bit more like they're trying to make the feeling of an easy, that it feels a little bit easy here with big large buttons, and of course you can change and improve the font if you would like that. Let's see here. So also when you turn on the device and you swipe here one to the left side. If you do swipe here to the right side, nothing will happen. You also have quick access here to the camera app, which launches super quick, which is very good when you want to take a picture at something very quick. So just a quick little look here at iOS 7 versus Android 4.2. And as I said, there's a lot of things, specific things I can go over. I can compare the browsers, I can compare different apps, and I'll probably be able to do that in a future video. But it's too much to cover in one video. I can cover also gaming and more stuff. But what do you think about the new iOS 7 update? Do you like it? Do you want to see anything specific? Please let me know about that, and hopefully I will see you all guys in the next video. Yeah, peace.